the bracket once again to see the way through the final Fly coming from the winner bracket, defeating Check, defeating Moon, defeating Life. So he only had Night Elf, which is of course one of his best matchups, as you can see here. But yeah, 60% versus Night Elf, almost 60% versus Life as well. But Life has been quite impressive this qualifier, so maybe that's a chance for him to win this best of 5.
Maybe there is. Starting on Turtle Rock, not the best map for Night Elf, but at least starting on the best position to spawn in, as he's in the bottom left, where he'll be able to get the Ogre camp without taking any damage, and then move over the Ancient of War to take the next camp, and that will be level 2 and then some for the Blade. Focus, is he gonna... it's starting again. Fly! Is he gonna be going for the focus creep here?
Looks like it. He pulls a grunt as well, so he can take out this entire camp if he has the time, which on cross position you have, I think.
Is he really gonna do that? It seems so dangerous. He does it, okay.
Going for the circlet, of course. Demon Hunter is so far away. He has all the time in the world. He will finish this. It's gonna take some time, but worth it. +2 agility already. Nice drop.
Not bad. Dude, the Orcs, man, the balls they have. He doesn't have any scouting to know if something is coming in, but he doesn't care, you know. Just take out this camp, easy peasy. And yeah, you can do that, as you can see here, with only a Blade and a Grunt. But at the same time, the Demon Hunter, without any punishment, got to take out his Ogre. And again, finds a mana item. Dude, yes. He's so unlucky.
Well, he has claws and circlets. Oh, this Grunt about to fall. He dies to the creeps of Fly. And he doesn't get the Ogre Mage. His Blade Master is too hurt. Remo's dying over there. But yeah, this happens even to the pros. I mean, Fly is do or die. Very unlucky there.
Imagine if the Demon Hunter was there and stole the Ogre now. Oh my god. That would be gut-wrenching. But no. That's not gonna happen. Can you continue to creep? He's gonna be level 2.5 here. Very quickly on TR. A map where usually the Demon Hunter struggles to find decent experience. But not him. And Fly is busy with this camp for so long. Doesn't even finish it, which is really weird.
He scouted it if the Naiva is there, and now he's finishing it. Because he doesn't want to hurt his healing, so he attacks with a Grunt.
Alright.
Hurry up the vitality. Meh.
Getting the favorite opposing items there. And yeah, sells the parry up, obviously. Pendant has been sold as well. And we continue creeping.
Yeah, fairly easy level 3 for Life, that's for sure.
Dude, I've never seen such an easy level 3 for a Night Elf.
No, right? It's like...
Usually if it's accomplished easily, it's with the Archer Murloc trick.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even need to do that.
Doesn't need to go for that. Second claw for Life. I think you should really not complain about his items there. Ring of Protection for Fly. It should, like, want it to be the other way around as an orc, but Tier 2 tech is finished though. I wonder if Life, he can't know about it, but maybe he goes for aggression again. He's not even close to the tavern, going there now.
A player's forces
as Tier 2 is completing. But he doesn't have a staff either.
Dude, he's level 3 already. But Life, he is taking some risks, man. He is below 100 HP here. He was below 100 HP already when he took out the Watcher Ward in the first place. But he's not getting punished. And now we have both first heroes on level 3. This was kind of like the 4-minute no rush pact.
Exactly. And he gets slippers now, so a little bit of damage with the Beastmaster's out as well. In his direction is north for the buildings. There's a bouncer. Well done by Fly. Yep, protecting his base from this.
The bestiary, well, there's no protection for that one. He doesn't see it. It's nighttime. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Reveal being used gets another kill here. Pretty well defended so far. Of course, the lack of the Demon Hunter here means basically no damage. That's
coming in now, though.
Big for Fly.
But it's too late. It's too late.
May want to apologize.
Huh?
Too late to apologize. But there's nothing to apologize.
You can still apologize, but it's too late to kill these buildings.
Yeah, Mystery is up, Lodge is up now. This was big by Fly and a massive missed opportunity for Life. Going for tier 3, 1/3 done, of course. Talents inbound. But this should be a lot of map control now for Fly.
But Leipzig wants to be somewhat aggressive here. The Ancient of War, however, is in position to creep, but he himself is not there, and he's going to find the TC, intercept, and he's going to greet him with a mana burn. Oh, good surround, almost. Is he going to get it? No, he's not going to get it, but he gets it on the Demon Hunter, and there's no staff! This has to be a TP, or can he fight out? And with the Blade Master coming, this is too much damage. Has to be the TP now.
Backstab, crit, TP, doesn't get the grunt here. And this was something from Fly that we saw in the quarterfinal against Czech as well. He does not go for his neighbor starting position to creep that, because that's what the Night Elf expect. We saw basically the same positions in that match, and Czech went across the map to get the creep jack on Fly, but he was so smart expecting this and go to the other side, to the neighbor position of Czech, so he was completely tricked, and Czech lost like 1.5 minutes on this, and Fly got the spot with ease. That was pretty cool yesterday.
Yep.
But this time it doesn't work out that well.
So though this was a lot of time off the clock for the TC's creeping, he now takes out his first camp. This will be his level 2 if he solo creeps it, which it certainly is looking like. And Life does not feel confident to creep at the moment. If he gets creep checked now without a TP, this game could be lost very quickly.
TC getting close to level 2. Item. Throw of the Beast. Well, there's no Dispel, so that's okay. Oh, that tree of that Ancient of War was hungry, man.
Seriously. And you can still go for more.
Cannibalism at the Ancients of War. So horrible.
Alright, he's... Oh, whoopsie. I smacked my microphone there. Waking up the creeps here. Stealing the big turtle would be magnificent, and with the end snare, the surround shouldn't be too difficult to do, I mean.
Life put in so much time for the Ancient of War to walk there. He doesn't even get the Gargantuan Sea Turtle or the items. He's so much experience. TC level 2.5. Again is Growth of the Beast, right?
Yeah. Greater healing.
Greater healing,
Not that great. And here we go. Scroll of Speed. Nice Shockwave. Actually hits every single talon. And with 2 end snares, it's going to be 2 easy kills. The Demon Hunter also far up front, but he'll get away unscathed. And this is usually what we saw all the time from Lin and Fly. You be aggressive before their master's done, you get damage done, you take out their creeps, you take out their Ancient of War, and boom! Suddenly you're in a great position.
Yeah. Especially if you kill a few talents, I really like that. Of course they don't pop out from the Ancient of Wind with full mana, so if you kill the ones that are there for a long time, you get rid of a lot of Cyclone, and the Night Elf doesn't get the critical mass of talents to Cyclone everything they want the entire fight. This is a major pickup for Fly, who's coming back really well into this game after this horrendous creep at the shop in the first minutes.
And now, he might get scouted here by his opponent's Obs Ward, doesn't care though. Gets the items from there, and is gonna get the opposing Ogre Lord, possibly amazing items to be found here. For the Night Elf, we have the Ring of Regen, which is decent, but not breathtaking. Ogre Lord... Oh.
Awesome battle drops. That is so nice in combo with the Scroll of the Beast as well. And the Tome of Experience! Haha! Eureka!
Orcs and Turtle Rock, man.
It's like eternal love.
Yeah. That, to be fair though, the 2 consumables weren't that great that he found.
That's true. I'm still, like, this Scroll of the Beast can still make a big difference.
Yeah, it can. And the heal ward, of course. Mmm, so juicy, nice. So juicy, sweet. Do you remember that?
Yes, what is it from?
It's from Lord of the Rings, it's Gollum.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Alright, Blade Master level 4, looking for the backstab and the crit, and that's the first kill. And Shockwave, oh my god, they lined up perfectly. Actually, it was a pretty bad one, considering how good of a one he could have had. Pocket Factory taken out right away, second talent about to die. He has a TP out of this!
Yeah, he has no TP! He has no TP, can't go to the shop at the moment, he's not in range, and Fly is tearing him a new one as it seems. Is there a rubber band flipping back on him? I don't think so. Still the scroll to use here. Next talent falls over there. Blade Master is not cycloned, he's going for the Tinker. 144 and snare again, but shouldn't be enough damage without the Blade Master, that's why he's using the Dispel. Oh, but so many talents falling. Scroll of the Beast being used now. And look at this, it's +9 on a Raider. And don't tell me that item can't be good.
Every item can be good, Neo. Alright, Demon gets staffed out though. Is he gonna move forward? Well, that one talent certainly looks like a free kill.
Level 4.6, level close to 4.
Jesus Christ.
He gets that Raider. Oh, Dispel! He's not gonna get that Raider right.
Nope,
No.
too fast. Gotta go fast.
A player's force.
Why is it-
Steals the items again. Nothing to be picked up for the Night Elf.
That's true.
Alright, Beastmaster in trouble now. Invul on the Blade Master's ready. He in fact has two! One Ant Snare after another. Next crit finishes the kill. And this might be close to game.
Yeah,
Look at
double-
the Demon Hunter now. Can't be staffed out anymore. And he will fall as well. Wow. And that's it.
That is so damn good what Fly is playing today against the Night Elves. Was there a mistake in those fights?
I can't make one out now.
It's so cool how he knows when to engage, what to focus. This time, as you said, the shockwaves wasn't too great. He still got that out, still did damage, but yeah, it spiraled out of control, I think, with the first pickups, as we mentioned during the game.
Yeah, Live never got into that comfortable position with like invuls and TP and staffs and all that. He was always struggling to get to a decent position, but he was... Fly kept on throwing wrenches in his gears.
Yes.
Really well done.
So I would love to know if there was a 1-0 advantage for Fly. Can you ask in chat next time when we see the game?
Sure thing.
Noise.
I don't think GCS does that anymore, though, do they?
I don't have a
Did they
rule
do that
book.
before?
They didn't do it in the grand final. Did they do it in... Oh, we can check that on Liquipedia. We should know this, of course, but communicating with the organizers...
I think that rule is really outdated and really dumb, so certainly shouldn't be done anymore. But the Chinese, sometimes they feel a little nostalgic and they still put that in.
And many people in our survey said the same, like there should be an advantage for the guy coming from the winner bracket. So
yeah, totally don't agree. Especially in a best of 5. If it's a best of 7, then maybe. But best of 5.
So I'm looking it up. Okay, they played the entire 5 maps last qualifier, so I think they will do it the same way as last time. Even though there are a few adjustments here and there in this qualifier. But no new maps. Not even Terranastant LV, which is a little surprising. I thought it would be the last tournament, GCS summer, with the old Terranas. But it's not.
Yeah, I wonder why NetEase didn't update it into the map pool yet.
It's still in the PTR. Maybe they're waiting for Blizzard to give them the go.
Yeah, maybe once it's included into the actual servers. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Speaking of PTR, by the way, I know you don't care about that anymore, but I am kind of excited. Everyone knows we're Blizzard fanboys for the most part. At least I am. Neo is more skeptical nowadays. But what I'm trying to get at here is on the PTR for Diablo 3, there's a new patch coming, Neo. And you know what's been buffed the hell out of?
No.
The Uliana's build. And that's the awesomest build that I've ever played in Diablo. And I'm kind of excited for that.
Cool. I don't think I will have time for that, but...
Yeah, it's in like, I don't know, 2 months or something,
okay.
Whatever. Yeah. Did you, by the way, when you were younger, watch Bully Parade?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a very excited year, though. Because there's a movie out at the moment, as you may know.
Yeah.
Yeah? Not interested?
What do you want to say? Like, you are excited about it?
I wanted to gauge your, euphoria for it.
I think it's absolutely cringe-worthy German humor, which is always bad.
Have you seen it?
I watched Bully Parade back then. And back then, I mean, they had a few cool skits, but it doesn't translate into a full-length movie. It didn't do with the first Shoot Smarty 2, which was okay, but the follow-up movies were already incredibly bad.
Yeah, I agree. I watched on Netflix because pretty much at the same time as I liked Bully Parade, I liked Michael Mittermeier. You remember him?
Yes.
And I watched his new special on Netflix, and I
it's
couldn't
horrible.
handle more than 5 minutes. So it might be the same with Bully Parade, but I'm still gonna go with a friend because we were big fans back then. And who knows, maybe they're gonna surprise us, Neo.
Okay, try that. Have fun. I wish you all the best in your free time, but I will not waste my lifetime with that.
What do you waste your free time with, Neo?
I will organize the GCS Western qualifier for the scene. That is my free time.
I imagine you have something else that you do in your free time, though.
At the moment, really not much. It's really sad. Like, yesterday and the day before, I saw my friends for the first time in 2 weeks. It's actually pretty sad.
Damn! Neo. Dedication is crazy. The passion levels are so high. Alright, we have our next map ready. And it's gonna be the Night Elf's choice. And to nobody's surprise, I imagine we're gonna be going to Terranos. Are there just no vetoes in this system? Like, I'm starting to wonder what people veto here.
Well, maybe Live vetoed Twisted. So he can play Talons all the time.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
And Fly... AI, maybe? It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, he lost on LR before, so
LR,
maybe
yeah.
for that reason, LR.
Forces are under attack.
But still, Terranos is such a good Night Elf map, and we see the same beginning again. Good items for the Demon Hunter here, with the slippers as well as the gloves. Blade Master, same as Focus did before, going for the Assassin. That's going to be the claws for him. Very nice. And after that, is he going to be aggressive towards the shop, or is he going to go for the Renegade? That's something you can do, but kind of risky if the Night Elf decides to show up. This is looking exactly like what Life did earlier, and not exactly the same from the Orc.
Okay, he's creeping for this item here, which I think is pretty nice. One. Mantle though, nah, not that nice, but he's in... he's not in time for the Sasquatch anymore thanks to this. Even with the claw, no time. But he can get rid of the Engine of War, right? That grunt.
Oh, that would be a good pickoff. Can he? No, the grunt's already very low. I don't think so. Gets the archer over there. But I mean, she's gonna die at some point anyways.
Oh, block from the illusion. Life pulling
wow.
out the tricks. More damage.
wow.
Whoa, that is a nice block. He wants to deny him, but this is insane blocking skills from Life.
That was so well done. He's gonna get a wisp here for his troubles. Well, of course, the grunt kill is the bigger issue here. And gets the boots on the blade. That is super unusual nowadays in this matchup.
Can you see why? I mean, boots are good, but why now? And
I think just getting stealing them from the Blade Master might not be bad, because he knows he gave a lot of experience to the blade to the demon. Of course, I meant stealing them away from the Demon Hunter is a good idea, because he only needs one more kill, then he's level 3, and with Boots of Speed, he's just gonna dictate the pace of this game. That being said, though, he could buy a Staff of Teleportation, go down to the Wisp, and get the boots there. But yeah, with the Blade Master now, he can be annoying with the better movement speed. If he had the boots on the Demon Hunter, this blade would be in quite a bit of trouble.
basically at 50% or in Windwalks, which she doesn't have the mana for, and heal up. So the tier 2 buildings are coming soonish. Demon Hunter finds a nice timing to go to the tavern now, though, as his tech should be a little bit of time. But he's not close. This is once again aggression, though. Without a staff, without anything. Except the TP, of course.
A town is under siege.
And the Wisp here finds... Oh my god, is he actually gonna save him? Are you serious? No, he's gonna die. Okay.
Detonate.
The Demon now only needs to kill one of those little shitty wizards, and that's his level 3. He's gonna get an item from it as well. And what are the chances that it's the same one as on the other side, Neo? Oh, it's the same one, and he's surrounded. But I think he has way more damage. Yeah, there's no way the Demon Hunter, the Blade Master can fight this.
This attack speed is so nuts. Gloves of Haste, 2 times Slippers, plus the Circlet, plus 8 agility.
Beastmaster's coming in from the north. Is there gonna be a block in time?
Wow, that potion, man! This the little thing from the Quilbies was in the air already. Nice timing for Fly to keep his big damage dealer alive. But this is so much damage from life now. Holy shit, this attack speed and this damage in general. Plus tankiness as well.
This Demon Hunter is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous! He's gonna force another healing potion here. It looks like it, yeah. Might be forced into a TP, but that's so worth it. The Grunt now in trouble as well. I think he could have gone for a little more right clicks. There's no crit to worry about. So in the end, he doesn't get the kill. Slight missed opportunity. Maybe he was worried about the shockwave coming in, possibly. But yeah, this Demon Hunter is crazy. And you know, that's Terranos. So, should not come as so much of a surprise.
He's getting his staff. He's getting his staff. And he's walking straight to the Orcish base again. This Raider. What's the Raider doing there, apart from the army?
I don't know. Scouting. Maybe. Oh. He does have only one staff, by the way, so one of these heroes is in danger of dying, possibly.
No TP as well. Didn't rebuy it.
Yeah. Right, it's gonna be Slippers again. That would be ridiculous.
Nope, gauntlets.
Also nice.
Yeah, never bad to have a little bit more HP in your heroes against the Blade Master. TC, almost 0 experience, catches the first talent though. Nice timing. For Fly. Staff back home, Demon Hunter's there to defend this.
Again, aggressive play out of the orc. Oh, he's trapped in the main! I think he can't get out! The Demon Hunter's the bouncer! He has to kill this Moonwell. He must kill this Moonwell. Otherwise he loses first hero and Grunt both. And that can't happen. That
he's opening
happen.
it up.
He might just lose him! He's gonna lose him. Oh my god.
And now the Beastmaster comes in as well. He's losing a few wisps over this, but he blocks again. All ridiculous play by Life.
This is GG, man. This is...
And tier 3 is finished.
The Grunt isn't so big of a deal, of course. Grunt's in the late game not so good, but...
Yeah, but it's a second one and it cripples the power creep of the TC. Yeah. So it is quite a big deal. And it's experience, level 3.5 for this Demon Hunter. He got so much experience from this. Cow. This is a different life than before.
Yeah, it's a different map also, to be fair. It's all started with that jump boost of the Demon Hunter with getting level 3 and all that. Alright, looking for some damage now. Speed scroll, here we go. One ensnare. Oh, he dodges it with the crow form.
So I say it again, this is a different life than before. I've never seen it before. That he pulls out those cool tricks like this. He must feel very, very confident now. Tinker third. What happened to this little guy? Before this qualifier.
I know. It's gotten good. He's at the shop now. It's gonna be time for the orb. This Demon Hunter is a menace. Jesus Christ. But no TP, no invul, no scroll of healing. If that Demon Hunter dies, suddenly everything flips around.
And no stab. I mean, just the teleportation stab.
Yeah.
No preservation. No agility and replenishment potion here. Decent for the TC. Almost a shockwave for him. And Snare, he wants to go for it. Does not have an invo potion, so Cyclone is there immediately.
First shockwave comes in, that's okay, but not all that great. And one of the Raiders already super hurt. Wands of Illusion, so effective here. Oh, and almost surrounding the Raider. The peon there, not being his friend. And this is looking very reminiscent of the game against Focus, where suddenly he knocks on the front door and he says, "What do you have to offer, my friend?" There's not that much, it seems. That was a very good shockwave, though. Only level 1, however. Raiders reaching around. 3 of them now going for the talents with the ensnares. One of them's gonna be dying fairly quickly, but the Cyclones make all of this very difficult. The scroll of speed How much can he really kill in the meantime? Well, I guess it's 2 talents. That's not bad. Blade Master's still up in the air, but the Cyclone is not infinite. And once the Blade Master's there, everything might be looking a little different. Pocket Factory here protecting the talent as best as it can. And life is staying in this. And the TC! He surrounds the TC with the Clockwork Goblins.
Pops him out though, but he's still against the trees. No, it's actually not close there with the Pocket Factory. And the TC survives this. For now, at least.
He's next to the shop. He can go for healing potions, and he may have to as well. Is this again life becoming overconfident, losing talent after talent now? But the Blade Master is in trouble, so is the TC. Scroll of Healing being used. Tinker dead. And suddenly, this might be the Orc's comeback.
Fucking Fly. This dude is so out of this world when it comes to fighting Night Elves. Those talents must hold such a grudge against Fly, who's a really cool dude, but...
Oh, nice Cyclone. Prevents the ensnares. Yeah. Very, very well done. Otherwise, those two would have been free pickoffs. Again, great comeback by Fly.
So impressive.
And again, impatient play by Life. He could have stayed more defensive, crept up more, get level 3 Beastmaster, level 2 Tinker. Likelihood of him getting punished, not too great. But if he sees weakness, he wants to kill.
But if you're honest, like, this was almost a perfect situation for him. Killed the hero before, it was just a 5 supply advantage for the Orc, not the 10 supply advantage. This was a tremendous option for him to go for that fight. With the Magi for the TC, getting better and better. And level 3 for him as well.
Yeah, suddenly he's 3-3. Out of nowhere. Is he going for level 2 Windwalk? No, level 2 crit. So, being the walking sentry ward is going to be a lot harder. Thought a moment there he was going to sell the robe. But no.
So, what do you want here, Life? True Shot would be nice. Boots of Kel'Thuzad would be nice. Some of agility, even more damage on this Demon Hunter. Belt of Giant Strength, also not that bad, especially for the Tinker.
Yep, or for the Beastmaster, also more damage on him. Good item, everything that keeps your heroes alive. And TC already has a mana potion, and might find another one. I can't see it. I know, it's the wand.
Still, if the TC is close to a wave, then he can get some mana back, but apart from that, it's pretty trash. Additional int from that tome as well. 360 mana. 3 shockwaves.
A lot of walkers, by the way. Only... Alright, it's 4 raiders. That's a decent amount. And he's waiting for more berserkers from the Merc camp, but might get intercepted here by the Night Elf coming from the north. Demon Hunter is level 4. He is still the carry of this game. And now finally we do have a staff on the Tinker, so the Demon can get staffed home and then come right back.
Interestingly, he puts the Belt of Giant Strength on the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, with his armor and evasion, that is so much effective HP. Oh, the Beastmaster, what are you doing there? Found way far up front. He has the invul, but he could just hold position. Shockwave coming in, that was pretty nice, but nothing to write home about. Invul used already. Demon Hunter doesn't have an invul, but he can be staffed out unless there is Ensnare lock. Of course, next Shockwave! Oh my god, that was a big one. Finds a lot of damage in the back lines. The Tinker in trouble as well. Is he gonna die to the blade? Almost. Cyclone keeps him alive for a little longer, but he will fall.
Oh, Siphon mana being used there thanks to the staff, and another Shockwave comes out. That's exactly what I meant when he found that item. If you're down to 50 mana, that's lacking, and another Shockwave thanks to the potion. This is so hard to watch all that area of effect damage that Fly pulls out, and he still has mana. He's still so far away from the Demon Hunter, and the 4th one! This is unbelievable damage.
Still a lot of Cyclone though to work with for the Night Elf. As we can see, the mana bar is still looking very healthy. The Blade Master in the back could get 2 easy kills here, but might be worried about getting surrounded. He's so slow, man. Alright, Disenchant gets the Blade out of trouble. Oh, or will it? If he gets to surround and kill here, that's horrible. He needs to get Spirit Link on him, like, right away. Waits for it. Oh, and the next Shockwave. Of course, when you surround, you line up perfectly for the Shockwave. And now these talents, look at the health! Look at the health, man!
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If the Raiders reach them, they're all dead. You can cyclone the Blade Master, but you can't cyclone all the Raiders. And here the slaughter begins. First one down, second one down, third one down. TC's coming in. It's a little bit in trouble though, as is the Blade Master. No way he survives that.
Poison is ticking him down to like 5 HP. And he gets the fairies as well. It's gonna take a little while. Those shockwaves, man. Holy Jesus.
So many of them, and almost every one was perfect. Once again, I would love to have a graph how much damage those dealt.
It was definitely a lot. The Wisp here scouting for the possible expo, but that's not happening. Raiders find it. And yeah, Blade Master now is close to 5, somewhat. But again, not the greatest inventory, which is of course normal on Terranas.
Life is catching up in supply again. So he comes straight back to Fly's base. Again, there is no heal scroll. There is no invul on his side. Fly went for a little shopping trip, but only for the heal scroll. TC is again almost full mana. Still the Robe of the Magi on the Blade Master though. Really interesting to see. Maybe he swapped it over once or as long as the clarity was running. Yeah, and he gives it back now. Min-maxing at its best.
First shockwave hits really well into the backline. How many heal scrolls does a Night Elf have? None at all. And the Raiders are standing in between the talents. They get the heal scroll, and here comes another shockwave. That one wasn't too good, but he had to use it before he got burned. He has more mana potions to use as well. But where are the walkers? He's killing the last walker. After that, he can use mass cyclone on all these Raiders. I don't know that he actually has the mana for all that, though. This is a very scrappy fight. Neither of the players really have exactly what they want. The talents are running in circles. And the next shockwave will be another really big one. He keeps the Demon Hunter at range. He keeps him ensnared. The TC's gonna have another shockwave in a second. Look for it as he's falling from the skies. Alright, the talents actually retreat to somewhat decent safety. But the next one, there we go. Another huge one, hitting all the talents. And another good hold by Fly. But the Blade Master, of course, has to stay alive. And we will again barely get away.
Wow. 20 HP again. Gets another talent for free thanks to the Raiders, but he's fairly low, and Life still has a quite good amount of talents here, stuffing something back. He can't hold on to this, right? That
town is under siege.
I don't know. Is there another heal scroll on the Blade Master? Did he buy one? No, he didn't. Only one heal cell for him. It's a very, very even fight here. He has no healing anymore.
He needs a shop. He really, really needs a shop. Fly, where you gonna make it though? Oh, and 4 talents coming from the main. Back and forth game here on Terranas. But now it seems to be Life in the driving seat. The Blade Master in trouble, might get surrounded here. Shockwave, of course, would be lining up nicely, but he sends the talents back. Well done by Life. This is a game about hitting shockwaves and dodging shockwaves. And there's one, which is okay, but he needs better than okay, as the Blade almost gets surrounded.
Well, this has to be it. He has to surround him. He's level 5. He might fight out of it, though. Everything is low HP for Life. And the shockwave again with a double kill. So there's not much HP left. There's no mana left at all. And there's another escape. Wow. He saves him, actually. There a bit. Dispel.
Are you kidding me?
No way. Kidding me? No freaking way. Speed scroll escape and close to level 5 TC. What a game between those two. One of the best Orc Night Elf plays
Jesus Christ.
I've seen in a long time.
He's probably gonna lure the Night Elf to the top and then TP home. That seems like the most efficient way to do this. And he buys a TP, and there we go.
This fight lasted forever. And we saw like, what, 10 shockwaves in this? And they, like, 8 of them hit well.
Holy crap, dude.
The control of Fly, how he puts down the end snares on the Demon Hunter and positions the TC super far away from the mana burn is unbelievable.
But does he have to work hard here? Holy crap. Oh. And this is why Orc at the highest level is so incredibly hard to play. Jesus Christ. Life found a lot of kills though, actually. Demon Hunter's close to 5. We haven't paid attention to those heroes in a while. Tinker's close to 3, Beastmaster's somewhat close to 4. These are big level ups around the corner. TC though also getting closer to level 5 himself.
No heal scroll, only one invo, and he's kind of trapped there. Has a speed scroll though. He takes this fight, interestingly, another shockwave. And he has one more, but this time he's super close to the demon, and finally we see a mana burn.
He needs the crits here, doing the involt, but he's not finding it. He misses the crit to the evasion. He still gets staffed home, but he can just juice up back home and staff in again. The old Night Elf trick. And that's what he's doing. Exactly what he's doing as he's coming back onto the Beastmaster right now with another big shockwave though, and that's his level 5. Or was that already level 5? And now it's going to be mana potion time. Has to be mana potion time.
Does he have the resources?
He gets around it though.
He does have the resources, he has to fight out. Blade Master's in trouble as well, no mana anymore. He gets rid of the Tinker, but will he stay alive? There he's next to the shop, where's the potion? There's the potion! And the it's ridiculous. But everything is low for Fly. I think Life has this now. Surrounded with TC or what? He only has clarities, no potions on him. And he dives in with everything being red and everything being hurt, everything bruised up. Is this a nail in the coffin on Terranas? Then it looks like it. The TC is dead! Finally double level up, 5 and 4. And now, little Chimera. Easy to pick up these raiders. Yeah. First one down, second one down, Blade Master down, third one down. This is game. And this is the equalizer. Wow.
That was one hell of a game. Man, oh man. Fly with an impressive comeback, but then Life just relentless. Kept on hitting wave after wave until finally he broke through Fly. But that was just some damn impressive control by Fly. Holy shit.
I'm like shaking my head in disbelief of what we just witnessed. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, man, that was pretty crazy. That looked like a game between the best Night Elf and the best Orc in the world.
I would love to have a counter how often you say best Night Elf in the world recently. Seems to be like your new gimmick.
Yeah, I think by now it's between Foggy and Live.
Yeah, I think there's no bigger competition anymore. And of course the balance discussion starts again. Can you just embrace the skill of those players and not think about balance anymore? It was Terranas Stand, such a great Night Elf map. So yeah. Stuff like this is possible in best of 5.
Man, yeah, did he carry that?
Oh yeah.
2 slippers, gloves of haste, and a belt. I like the choice though. It's so hard to cut through that guy with the additional health.
Yeah. This makes me so happy. Jera Cup has started, by the way. First rounds are being played, but we will go into Jera Cup after this best of 5. As this is the best that Asia has to offer currently, in the absence of 1-0 and Infi, who are already qualified.
It's kind of weird that they also invite Infi, right?
Why? It's the second place.
Yeah, I know. We see that a fair bit that the champion gets qualified and invited again. But both finalists, I think that's pretty unusual in esports.
I think it's because then you have an even number of slots you have to give out, so otherwise it would be okay. You can make a 4-4-3.
You could make like the last qualifier 3, or you could make it 3 and 2 spots, you know.
Yeah, but then
for the last 2,
you need one more, right? Like one more qualifier, and time is rather short.
Yeah, I guess.
I like it this way. I don't like the system that we have all 4 qualified players on day 1. That makes no sense to me in terms of story development and stuff, but it's okay, I guess.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many serious games, actually. I was expecting more clowniness.
Yeah.
So maybe this year's games are more relevant in the qualifier than they were, or, you know, this season's.
We have a new sub, by the way, 1 minute ago. Super MKB. I remember your name from long ago. So nice to see you here again, supporting this in September, where every subscription is 50% off. Even the long ones. How long can you sub? Do you know? Like a year.
What do you
or
mean,
so.
how long?
Yeah, there's not only the 1 month subscription, but also like half a year and maybe 24 month or so.
I'm not sure.
And if you buy like a 6 month subscription, we get more money from that. Like it's a better split for us.
I'll sub in February.
Nice. Oh, I love our chat this week. It's been a really, really cool week.
All right, and we have map number 3 now. And Neil, you know what's happening now?
Twisted.
Now it turns into a best of 3.
Ah! Of course it does. And yeah, we're playing Twisted. Most likely no talents.
Yeah, it has disappeared somewhat from the meta. Seemed to me like it was the most picked strat for Night Elves a while ago, but by most picked I still only mean like 40% because there's so many different strats you can go for in Twisted. And I wonder, Yaw said he is the War Chief Rich of China, so is he gonna be as predictable again? And even with that the case, what is the most predictable strat on Twisted nowadays?
That's a really good question. And usually you say that's a good question when you have no idea what the answer is. And to be honest, I don't know what the answer is. Night Elf mix it up. It has a lot to do with how or what you like. I don't think there's one best way in this. You can go for normal talents, you can go for Huntress talents, you can go for normal Dryads or Masked Dryads, you can go for Dryad Bears, you can do that with an Archer opening, you can do it with a Huntress opening. I just can't predict this from live as I don't know how he plays this usually on TM. So, before I talk more bullshit here, I'd rather say I don't know.
Very specific creep here early on from live, decides to go for the Rock Golem, but then leaves it be because he knows the creep jack, the harassment might be coming in. And instead he's hanging around in the main here of the Orc, being annoying, being a little pest. And I think most importantly, he wants to force the Blade Master back. And he's successful in doing so. He lost one single Wisp in the meantime. But that's of course, yeah, he can live with that. Is the demon gonna be stuck here? Oh, the War Mill's around!
Nice little trick.
Oh, wow.
He's close to level 2 though, then he's gonna have evasion and can stay in there for a little longer, but you don't want to be level 2 because then you die. Of course. Ah, he has evasion, I'm sorry. And there's level 2, so he has to TP out.
Yeah, now he definitely doesn't want to die.
Can he take his the Raider with him? No, too much damage. If he's lucky with the misses... Oh, boy, that was close.
That backstab was just a millisecond away from hitting.
Yeah, that was super duper close.
And we have Night Elves going for Mercenaries against Orc. Usually that should be accompanied by Huntresses and Expo and Dryads and all that, but no.
Alright, looks like a talent play when you look at the base layout.
A player's forces are under
and no Huntress Hall. Not yet anyways, he can still make it.
All these mercenaries, they are in trouble. But I think the damage is enough. Well, nice protection. Oh yeah, I think that...
Oh my god.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Dude, Life. Life, what a player.
Saved both mercs.
Against the trees there.
Against the trees.
Hot damn! He is playing damn well today.
Yeah.
And not just today.
Both are actually.
This entire qualifier.
So, with him going for talents, we have to point out that this is not really good, as there's so much open space on this map. The Raiders can just flank the talents all the time. Where do you get your blockers from, and where do you want to fight? Nice timing, by the way, with the Demon Hunter here.
And the Grunt is stuck in the main again. How many units are going to be stuck in the main, but he can hack open the way? Speaking of hack open the way, the shop has been cancelled, and the Blade Master is dealing with the Moonwells. And now we're going to play a little game of chicken, and the Night Elf seems to be responding sooner to going home. But again, This Demon Hunter gets so much creeping done.
Yeah.
Having eaten his way through the trees, gets another item, and it's almost level 3. And the Blade's experience is 25.
It's one wisp.
Player's forces
It's
are
ridiculous.
under attack.
And he can't be aggressive. The Demon Hunter's presence delayed the Bestiary. And the Lodge, actually. But at the same time, the Beastmaster, there's no Entrance of Wind anywhere. So the entire tier 2 of both players have been delayed. Or has been delayed. Interesting game again.
I think it's looking good for life, though. Just the experience by itself.
Yeah, but
Blade Master wants to cancel the Moonwells. He might get stuck here in the main. He might lose his first hero. If life is quick enough to react. Oh, he's going deep. But the Moonwell layout not perfect, where the Demon Hunter could have blocked by himself.
I still think that Fly, seeing how he fought on Terranas, will have
There's always a way he can come
much
back, right?
easier time on TM. He does not get tricked into like believing that Dryads are coming, so he's not going for a Shadow Hunter. He still has the TC. There's so many great items on this map. There's so much experience on this map to be found. And then here comes the pain with those shockwaves.
And even without the shockwaves, the way he controls just his units, it's...
A player's
He is
forces
so
are
good,
under
man.
attack.
I think Life is the way more delicate player. Like, how smart he structures his early game and always gets to a good spot in the mid game is so good. And Fly is more like kind of happy style. Doesn't cares about so much about the mid game. If he gets to his big army, he's gonna be controlling it perfectly. And with that, he might win the game.
Well, he thought about the mid game in this case because the Engine of Wind is down, or one of them. Production cut in half, and of course you have to go for the upgrades. So the critical number, or the critical mass of talents is delayed so far. The TC still has 0 experience.
Yeah. And he got something done here. He got the Ancient of Wind. But he didn't really get experience. Still only very, very low. 25 experience each on these Orc heroes. This is horrendous, man. This is
Player's forces
beyond
are under
horrible.
attack.
Yeah, close to level 3. But I don't know if you will get the time to creep later when there is Cyclone and when, like, compare what we saw on Terranas. It's a pretty big map from base to base, so it takes a long time, but he still was attacking in waves, like town portaling back after a fight, got a few more talents, run straight over to the base. And this can happen on Twisted as well in these positions. So I don't know if you'll find... Whoa! Scourge Boat Chimes, what a present! Does he get the Tome of Experience again? Acknowledge that, man.
Right, and here we go. Demon level 3. Does he already want to be aggressive? Of course, he delayed everything with the mercenaries and all that. He has the orb now. No Tinker yet, no staff. And I know he does have the staff, excuse me. But no master training, most importantly. Here's the Tinker now. He lost the Ancient of War before. I imagine if he hadn't, he would have moved it into position next to the laboratory, where the Orc might be heading now, who is suddenly almost 2-2 on his heroes. And, oh, the Raiders. Find a nice pick here. This Berserker is going to be dead, or the Shadow Priest, and that's going to be the level up for the Blade.
Welcome, critical strike, but again, he takes so much damage.
He's surrounded.
Shockwave, yeah, he has nothing to get out there. Invo Potion, he can't swap it over, can he? He does, and survives this. Oh, can he get the Tinker in those 5 seconds that he has left? He needs crits, he needs crits, he needs crits, gets one, gets another one. No, doesn't get another one, or gets the kill, but now everything is bruised up and hurt. You need to get out there. He has a speed scroll, doesn't use it at the moment. And he doesn't even need it.
Get out easy, no problem. Night Elf army, barely any catch. And the killer instinct there, man. Walking in with the ensnare, killing the targets, and getting out. This is what I've been missing from Fly at GCS. His passivity seemed to be his downfall, but now he finds stuff to do. He finds damage to deal again.
Level 2 Beastmasters close, but only the Detection Hawk. He's being aggressive again. He used that time to heal up. The end snares are so good. 4 Raiders attacking 1, Talon getting rid of it immediately. Big right hands from the Tauren. And Life is losing his entire army in this.
Yeah, this
Disastrous.
This is Not looking good for Life now. Again, Life gets into a good position with the heroes early, but then suddenly Fly flicks the switch, snaps, end snare after end snare, kill, 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 kill. And now he has this game in his hands.
Yeah, he has no shamans, but he definitely has bloodlust. And what can Life do? Going for a secret expansion? Trying for that? I don't think he has the resources for it, does he? Not at all. I mean, I think he needs kind of a desperation move already.
Yeah.
Plus 10 damage to you with this creep spot though, plus 9 from the claws and the tome. Boots of Kel'Thuzad for the Blade Master. Yep! This is nice. Scourge Bone Chimes and boots. Cool, cool, cool.
Fly's already in upkeep. He has the double scroll of healing. Is he gonna go for the invul? With that, he should be set to go for the next fight. He went for the crit, by the way, again over the Windwalk. Good wisp scouting here. Also detonating some mana on these walkers, but they're still looking okay. More mercenaries now for the Orc with the next Berserker, and this is such a fearsome army. The Night Elf has a decent number of talents, but he needs more than decent here, it seems. TPing home. Now, that's always a cue for a good shockwave, and there it is, flying in. That was like 8 targets. I think that was the max. The mana burn comes after, but the damage has been done. But hey, 2 walkers die right away as well, because the raiders, they're dealing with the Moonwells, not with the army. Is Fly now the one to become overconfident? More and more end snares flying in, but also a lot of Cyclone here that is not getting dispelled. Once again, Life focusing and prioritizing the walkers. Next heal scroll has been used. I think that's both on the Orc side. No, he has one more actually after this. But after that shockwave, everything seems to be going down the drain. But this fight is far from over. Chasing forward, the Talons are getting microed into the back, getting into a good position, and this fight is seemingly being won by the Night Elf in the end.
Well done by Life this time. I mean, he was fighting with Moon Juice, but I liked Fly's move there. You criticized him for attacking the Moonwell, but with that Moonwell kill, he had him supply stuck. So there were no reinforcements possible during that fight, and it seemed like Fly realized that. In the end, he lacked the damage though, and lost this fight in the end. And it's still not looking too bad for him. The longer the game goes, the better it is usually, and he does have the 10 supply advantage, and a lot of stuff is hurt here as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Demon Hunter, didn't he have a clause plus 9?
Yep.
He sold it.
Okay.
I guess he really needed the money for the TP home. I think Fly needs to take a bit better care to keep his walkers alive. They seem to be dying too quickly. Because at the moment he only has 2. I imagine he's making more. No, he's saving his money for now, still in no upkeep.
Here he comes. Now he breaks. Beyond is scouting for some expansions, if the red spots are still there. Ring of Regen and Ring of Protection plus 2 on the Demon Hunter, so he wants him to be a tank. Not a damage dealer.
And moving into the Night Elf main again, but the Life is ready, so alright, plan B, let's go creeping.
Yeah, I like it. The southern part of Twisted is still up for grabs, like basically everything. 2 red spots, 2 laboratories. This is really good experience and phenomenal items, like Staff of Silence on Talons. Bomb. But Life smells this.
A player's forces
Of course, also an issue with talents on such big maps. If you want to catch up to the Orc, and you have to follow him, you're just so much slower. You're gonna have such a hard time actually finding him, forcing a fight. So, the better idea might be to go into his main and pressure the burrows. But for that, you may want to have a TP. He does have a TP, but he wants more. He's gonna get a heal scroll here. But
Pendant of freaking mana on the TC. Almost doubling his mana pool. And giving him level 4, both level 4.
Oh man, Twisted. Got a lot of good. I still has it on the Blade Master. I certainly hope he's gonna give it over.
I like what Fly is doing here, splitting the Raiders apart from his army, attacking the Moonwells,
and he
forcing
forced
the
the
town
TP
portal.
with only the Raiders.
Yeah, this could have only been better if he does not lose this Raider, and with Pillage, which he has not.
And he also kept his main base safe with this move at the same time. So well done. He's gonna lose a Raider for it, but that is so worth it.
And he buys the time for the second red spot, as Life is here in his base at the opposite position of the map. Genius move by Fly. Cactus Gem of Health. Nice.
Yeah. If his heroes ever do get in trouble. But that's not where you want to be. Alright, and good Peon Scout again coming out from Fly, seeing the Night Elf leaving the main. And that should ring some alarm bells. That means his own main base might be in trouble. And the Blade still has the pendant. Dude, please give that over. I mean,
yeah,
Windwalk isn't bad, I know, but Shockwave might be a little better.
He just wants to regen a little more, and then give it over.
Yeah, right. Serious min-maxing from him this entire series. Saw that a lot on Terranus as well. More than 15 supply lead now for the Orc. At the shop, what's he gonna get? Invul, he has triple heal scroll. Oi, oi, oi.
No Invul, though.
It is ready. And he has Pillage already. He's gonna go towards the Night Elf's main. I hope he has a TP. Yes, Life does have a TP.
Again, Tome of Agility. That was the third one or something. Good damage. Regen ring again. But yeah, have fun with that. The Raiders. It's so many. 3 Berserkers and the Shockwaves. Oh, the town portal. That's gonna hurt. Where is it? He has it. Oh, that was weak. Very weak.
He has a couple more to use though, thanks to the pendant. Repositioning. These talents are very well protected though. Can't reach, but the Shockwave can always reach. Another big one.
One more heal scroll.
Use it. Oh, and he can't mana burn. He just can't. He's moving in and out of the range. And the next Shockwave. Oh my god, Neo. How many insane Shockwaves have we had? Now the demon in trouble might be falling. Healing potion keeps him alive for the time being. Disenchant coming in. And the Blade Master might find the kill. No, he stabs him out. There's level 4 for the demon as well.
And he has double ring of regen. Look at this. Ding, 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 ding. It's like he's standing next to a fountain. Wow, that shockwave again. So sick. Closing in on level 5. Tinker dead. And the Raiders are falling. Is this the rubber band moment for Life or not? Is it? Oh, wow. This regen is so sick on this Demon Hunter, man.
But Fly is staying in this. He's still... Alright, all heal scrolls are gone now. The Beastmaster in trouble. He doesn't have the Ring of Regen. He doesn't have the save. And he is gonna die. That is level 5 for the TC, who doesn't have the mana, however. Otherwise, these talents would all be doomed. But one Demon Hunter, can he really win this game for Life?
Well, thank God that there is this Scourge Bone Chimes for the Blade Master. Now he can still do a one-on-one against this Demon Hunter, or at least a little bit. Not too many Raiders anymore. The Torrent is fighting this almost alone. So much rat! Oh, Ethereal Form was a nice move, but doesn't really work. Misses and crits here because of that, but... Life taps out of this after 19 minutes. The pressure was too high, and the hero's too good. And even the Demon Hunter with 2 rings can't hold against this anymore. Cool game again, and Fly with match points now.
Fly, dude, he's looking so good in this qualifier. Pretty damn strong.
Indeed.
Pretty damn strong. Alright, Life is gonna have the map choice now though, and he's gonna have to bring it back, otherwise it's over for him in our best of 5. But yeah, Terranus is gone. Maybe it's gonna be Last Refuge time again.
Yeah.
He was able to defeat him there before. So maybe...
AZ is also possible.
Have we seen AZ at all today?
No. Not really.
Crazy.
It is a funny day here today. So far.
Of course, after our grand final here, we're gonna have Jera Cup coming right up behind.
Titan is playing Hawk now. Would have loved to see that. Titan beats Sock Puppet in the first round.
I wonder how good he is currently.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And finally, we have another Night Elf player from Europe, man. It's been such a drought.
That's true. I mean, Sonic was gone for a long time, and Warchief is gone. So we basically was stuck with Foggy and Rudin. But I know you were a little sarcastic with this.
No. That would never be that.
We have a few new subs. Thank you, Punker1337 and MRP Gray, or Mr. P Gray, for 5 months already. Neo and Remo, a few statements for the elections in Germany. We covered this last time already, that I don't really know what to vote, and I'm still struggling.
And I am really, really not political. And the one thing we could agree upon was talking about politics. It's a bad idea.
Exactly.
Because then chat becomes very, very salty and defensive and not a good place to be. Balance and politics, they are a lot similar as far as chat is concerned.
That's true. Sometimes I'm so angry with the world that I have to get my opinion out there. But this is not the case yet. The only thing that I think we can agree on, that voting for AFD is bullshit and you shouldn't do that. And if you do support them, you can leave our stream. But apart from that, yeah, very hard this year.
So Neo,
yeah.
How about we start our own political party? If we start our own political party, what would be on our agenda? All right. So, firstly, stores being closed on Sundays, that has to go.
Yeah, has to go.
That has to go. And I would say if there's at least 100 people living within, let's say, 300 yards, so fairly populated, there has to be a kiosk close to them, which has to be open until at least 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I would even in busier cities you need to expand that, and maybe they never close, like 24/7 shops.
Yeah. So we have to upgrade our infrastructure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Secondly, taxes on alcohol has to be removed, obvious.
Legalize weed, obviously.
They can jack up the taxes on gasoline. I don't care.
Me neither.
Can be like 400%. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm just using the train, so I don't care at all.
Yeah.
Legalize weed, that's for sure.
Once every month, you can demand, or you can make use of a free cab ride. Up to 20 minutes, though. We don't want to exaggerate things. What else? What else, Neo?
Game started. Busy with production, unfortunately. But it sounds like a good party to me.
Yeah. It's what do we call this party?
I would vote us.
So you have to come up with a name. Okay. It's gonna be for the next cast. So Ancient Isles is gonna be the map choice. So it really seems like LR was vetoed, I guess, unless it's gonna be the last map. And there's something very weird going on today. So we've seen quite a bit of aggression today. Focus decided to play this super aggressive. And live this time, not with the far forward Ancient of War. He's going with the more standard, more predictable. And yeah.
Yeah, interesting, right? Before against Focus, he played the other creep spot. This time he mixes it up.
Yeah, I think it's the result of that. Like he was forced to abandon that camp, and he was like, "All right, if you silly orcs actually do come over and don't creep yourselves first, then I guess I want to have this camp for myself first, rather."
Makes sense.
And yeah, with the orc going for the Voodoo Lounge, anything but creeping the ogre here would be very weird. And the Wisp saw that as well, so... And he doesn't, actually. Huh.
Oh. Still has the town portal, does not go for the shop as it seems. Is it Wisp hunting time again?
Gets the first one in the middle. Revealing his position though. And
Okay, sharp.
going for the circlets.
Not super aggressive. So this means the Night Elf can't go to the green spot, because the Demon Hunter is close. This delays level 2 a bit, but he gets circlet and dust here as well. Yeah, this is, by the way, match points for Fly. If he wins it, he wins the qualifier and a good chunk of money. Like 125 bucks or so.
Alright. And now Moonwell's once again being threatened. Like, only 2 months ago, nobody was going for Moonwells.
Yeah.
But now they really started doing this hard.
Yeah, I think it's not, the purpose is not to kill this Moonwell, but to delay the other Moonwells that are coming up now. Which is
Yeah, and that will result in less moon juice, because of course nighttime has already started, and this archer will it be dying?
Oh,
The demon at the blade.
5 HP on the blade. And he gets the kill. No deny from this Engine of War.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alrighty, so for all of his efforts, he delayed 2 Moonwells and got an archer kill, but he's still stuck on level 1. If he loses his grunt, this is really bad, but there should be a speed scroll save coming in. Oh, but there's a wisp in position as well. Has to be mindful of this. He, of course, doesn't want to lose his Blade Master, something he's known for. But with a scroll speed, I imagine he's safe here. In the back of the base, this Demon Hunter could get trapped, and he's not going to follow.
No, not again. Saw this before. This won't happen again. This is a lot of healing that needs to be done for Fly now. And he has to stay passive. He can't get out there because the Demon Hunter would just cancel the healing. He's not getting stuff done as well. Just right-clicking here and there. But how far are the techs? Finished. There's a Wisp at the tavern, waiting for the Beastmaster, but this is gonna take some time. And without a staff, you can't really go for those buildings.
Yeah, the Night Elf takes quite a bit later. He went for the 2 Moonwells, so pretty standard. Not the super greedy 1 Moonwell that Foggy oftentimes goes for. But after he lost the 1 Wisp in the middle, he went to reproduce that, I think, so took a little bit more time. Alright. Gonna be Beastmaster time here in a second. This demon is still pretty damn strong with the double circlet. Oh, is he gonna surround him? Oh, there's this one little trick where you can try to surround, but no.
I think you need 3 units though.
We saw it with 2 units before from Focus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The 2 grunts around here.
It is super early Berserker again. I like it. More aggression most likely.
Alright, now the Ancient wandered into place. We're gonna have more creeping. TC almost done, but again, no tier 2 building harassment. Not the European style.
Gets this, gets level 2. And a claw, so plus 10 on the demon already.
Player's forces are under attack.
I just call him demon when I watch too much grubby videos, by the way, because it makes no sense as he's a demon hunter. But it's stuck in my head for some reason.
That makes sense though, it's fewer syllables to use. Oh, Blade Master, if he goes for the last hit here, he might get surrounded. That's really not what he wants to have happen. And life is baiting it. But he's not falling for it.
Nice back and forth, and he got it. First experience for the Beastmaster, cool Beast Summon. Is he going to be aggressive now?
This is a very unusual creep camp here for Fly, but also kind of risky. Oh, and he sniffs it out. I don't know how he figured it out, but he did!
No
the speed scroll should get him out of trouble, or will it if he gets blocked here, if he gets surrounded? Oh my god, this is way too close for comfort! Oh, 7 HP.
He would have had an Ankh, or an Ankh, so that's alright. He would have survived, but of course he wanted to keep it for later or sell it. Block didn't work that well this time. We saw tremendous blocks from from an archer before, from illusions. But this time, not really. And Snare's coming, and that turns the tide in this matchup for now. Tier 3 tech almost done though.
Alright, Fly once again suffering in the hero level department. That didn't seem to be too worrying though. Before, last couple of games he found those openings with the ensnares, finding quick kills in easy fashion, honestly. Before Master is done. Master is... Where's Master? No, we're not tier 3 yet, so obviously isn't coming yet. But it's going to be starting in a second. Would have liked for Fly to be a little bit more aggressive here. Maybe creep the other merchant, trying to see if you can maybe find the Night Elf. But yeah, he's taking a step back now. And will get some much needed hero levels finally.
Level 2 on the Blade Master, still level 1 on the TC, but closing in on 2. I thought that Life would do a little macro mistake here, as he was producing the Master upgrade in the Engine of Wind, where there were 2 talents in production, but he cancelled the 1, so almost as fast as it gets. We have Ensnare, so the Drake can be killed. Oh, there's no Raider, actually, so...
Where's the Raider?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up there in the middle. Oh, don't want to lose it. But no. Raider gets away and gets valuable scouting done as well. And Drake, the flute. Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Depends on how many Berserkers you have, I guess. As he has 2 now, that's decent. The Walkers benefit from it as well.
Alright, and Life, he gets to level 3 before the first big fight, and another Pendant of Energy. Dude, this is at least number 4 for him today. He has found so many of these. Very unfortunate, of course, when you're the Night Elf player in this matchup.
Would be cool if you could give it to a Talon.
Oh, is that worth it, though? I think you should rather sell it.
Well, it's 1 Cyclone exactly. So... if you can transfer it the entire time.
It's also more gold than a Talon, though.
That's right.
Well, how much gold is a Talon? It's like around 150, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you play Night Elf now.
Yeah, but I still don't know. But it's something like that. Nah, I quit playing Night Elf, though. Don't you remember? It's too boring.
Yeah, it was too boring, exactly. Oh, this hatred will never end.
Players' forces are under attack.
I just want to trigger the guys in chat, you know. It's where I got my joy from.
Oh, this Demon Hunter again, man. Plus 21.
I like that he puts the TP on him, because if you only have the invul on him, you can staff him back, I guess, if you had a staff, but after that he can't come back into the fight because he doesn't have a teleportation staff. And it's pretty unusual for Night Elves to get this so late. Alright, and now he's looking for the fight!
Again, a few scouts sent out by Fly, so he basically knows what's going on. But is he ready for this fight already? Only 55 supply for him, not 60.
Hey, so much gold, 700 gold, what's he waiting for?
He is breaking upkeep, but only now. It was really greedy. Oh, TC Illus again. We've seen this before, and it worked very well.
They're lined up so perfectly, man. Oh, but he moves into a bad position now. The TC look for the shockwave. Why is he not cycloning him at the very last second? Use the cyclone. That could have been tremendous damage. But the TC was... Oh, still throws it out.
I'm so angry you got out of there alive, bro!
He wants to make use of the mana regen, you know? You
that's true. Yeah, of course, that's the reason.
Forces are under attack.
Have you never been this angry that you throw out a shockwave? I understand him.
Yeah. I always punch my axe onto the ground as well when I find myself frustrated.
You punch walls a lot. Maybe you want to trigger it that way?
I mean, what nice things have walls ever done for me, huh?
Well, nobody can look into your room. That's the good thing about walls.
Well, maybe I want them to see me.
Then you can leave the door open. That's a good thing about doors, you know, they work in 2 ways.
Yeah, they're always open. My doors, as Stream knows, are always open. Alright, Night Elf approaching again. The illusions have disappeared now.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this is now looking like a bigger orc army. TC looking for the shockwave again. That one was subpar. By the way, Blade's inventory is ridiculously bad.
It's normal on AI though. Sometimes you get a claw, but I mean, it's just 25% chance there. Nice shockwave this time, and one more is coming, plus a potion. He's close to the Demon Hunter though, there should be a mana burn. Oh, it's on cooldown. Now he can use it, but Cyclones him before. Dispel and Shockwave again! Life really is not doing that well with burns.
The Raiders looking for the talent, and they find a few kills. Scroll of Speed to get in deeper, but they're starting to dip very low. Mana Potion on the TC. Gets Cycloned up. Uses the Shockwave after, however, but then there will be the Mana Burn. Blade Master moving forward. He still has the Invul. Uses the Invul right now, but he has no more End Snares. Almost all the Raiders are dead. Has one single one left, and he does have one End Snare, using it right there. But I think Fly has to get away from this. This is a horrible fight now for him.
Yeah, and he still had a heal scroll. I don't know why he used it, why he didn't use it before. And now everything is super duper red. Cyclone prevents from the heal scroll. And next kill, level 3 for the Beastmaster. Next level Quill Beasts around, maybe?
They can kill this Blade Master, right?
I
I mean, these talons are low, but he doesn't have Spirit Link.
He's gonna lose 3 of them, I think.
Maybe he just wants to bait the Orc to come in again. Because everything is
tremendously.
so hurt.
1 kill, 2 kills. Oh boy. 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills. This is so horrible.
Dude, this Demon Hunter is wicked though, this game.
So crazy.
That Raider, man, he looks like a ghoul. Just cuts him in half. And now the blade, even with the Spirit Link, is not going to be strong enough. The heal scroll, can that save him? Last volley shots, and that will get the kill for him.
Oh, looks like we go full distance, Remo, in this best of 5. It might be, yeah, map 5 calling here. And again, live on AI, playing this so damn well.
Where did that game go wrong? I feel like I missed it when I was joking around.
Yeah, right? It's again, this one fight. And I think heal scroll too late. He lost too much units there without being too necessary.
Yeah.
It wasn't his position as well.
When he was getting attacked in the main, it looked like, oh, this is scary timing, man. You were very late to break upkeep. But I mean, he forced the TP out early. He only lost 1 single grunt for it. I guess he was forced to use utility, if you want to call it that, like heal cells, lost mana on the TC. Which he only lost because he threw a shockwave into the open. But also, he didn't have that many berserkers, right? Did he have 1 or 2?
He had 2.
He had 2? Oh, that's okay, though.
Yeah.
It just seemed like these raiders were dying way too quick. Of course, the Demon Hunter was pretty crazy in that game.
Yeah, and I think it just wasn't Fly's timing yet. The army wasn't big enough. The items weren't good enough. Yeah, especially the items were absolutely...
And also this was Fly reverting back to his more passive style, where he wasn't looking for the big end snare jack before Master was done. He was creeping the bottom left side of the map. Yeah. The Night Elf was kind of in the top right side of the map. He didn't get that big damage in before Master.
And you know what, Remo?
I know what. I read it in chat as well.
Shout out Lord Helmy, old webmaster of inwarcraft.de, if you remember that. He did a lot of work, so thank you for that. It is down to a best of 1 now. It's either Last Refuge, have we seen Echo?
I don't know, man. So many games in a row. It's a blur.
I think
we haven't seen Echo.
No, Last Refuge, AZ, or EI. To close up this game. We don't know the vetoes, though. We'll see about that.
So usually should be LR, because EI and AZ are the more likely vetoes. Yeah. Still do not understand how Fly didn't veto Terranas, but hey, that's the way it goes.
People are suggesting to call it the Klaus Party.
What's the Klaus Party?
Yeah, the Klaus. You know Klaus, our peasant.
Yeah, I know. I remember Klaus. Ah, you mean the political party?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a party we're gonna have.
That's so typical of you, man. Just not thinking about politics at all, but just about drinking and partying and dancing and girls and shit.
Dude, once we have our political party signed up, maybe I'm gonna become political. You know.
And that would be nice of you to care about this. And
to care about the world.
Oh, Grubby is saying you should please close the cupboard. Do you deny?
I almost feel obligated, but I'm sorry, man. I hope your OCD isn't too severe. But that's. I mean, what are we gonna do without Josh Kappa?
That's true. We need him. And
the map is AZ. So That means that there is, that LR was in fact the veto, right?
Yeah. LR and EI.
Yeah, LR and Echo. Is LR the new Night Elf map? Maybe it's just because he lost earlier. All right, we go the distance though. That's pretty cool. And we're going to AZ. And I've said this so many times, man. I think at this point, even the viewers have noticed that I say this every single time. But I'm going to say it again. All right. This is a very good Night Elf map early on. Demon Hunter progress is going to be very reliable. Getting close to 3, if not even 3 early, should be easy to accomplish. But once we move to the late game, it's kind of like Twisted. There's no chokes here. There is no closed off areas. It's very, very hard to protect your talents. In addition, it's pretty easy to get double Merc Camp access for the Orc for a lot of Berserkers. And that is relevant rather rarely, but can be relevant. The red camps are exclusively available to the Orcs. So, all this suggests one thing. Pretty good for the Night Elf early, pretty bad for the Night Elf the later it goes.
To that, and despite being such a small map, especially when Lin plays, we see TC on 5, if you prioritize him in creeping. Loss of attack +6 again for life. He's really like at the tome, +7 damage early on. Boom!
This is gonna be a crazy carry DH again.
It's like it so far. Can the Blade Master keep up, or is it gonna be the ring again?
Oh my god, he gets the slippers. It's the absolute nuts for the demon.
Gloves of haste for the Blade Master. But yeah, this is +10 damage. This is a almost like 30% damage boost. Yeah. This is basically it's the Scroll of the Beast the entire time.
Yeah. This is not very fair for Fly here early on. And the demon now trying to press his advantage. Advantage, you ask? Yeah, when you get those items, it's kind of an advantage. It's going to be an easy borrow cancel. He might get stuck here in the main, though. But even if the Blade Master comes here to contest, he can't win the man fight. There's just no way.
Blade Master is not level 2 as well. He wanted to go for the trolls, but this is not working as long as the Demon Hunter is there. He's chilling, though. He leaves the peons alone. Now there's Sayed cast a curse. He starts to attack. Blade Master comes in, but Circlet and Gloves, is this going to be enough?
He comes out of Windwalk so he can still get burned. That's a little surprising. I thought he was going to go for the double backstab there. Yeah, but Grunt has to help out, man. This demon is just way too strong. Or is he? Oh, this is close. And he keeps him stuck. Oh, very good control by Fly.
But he opens it up again.
Oh.
Nice little bait. Nice little bait.
He's playing with him here.
Yeah. Like a Rugrat.
And now the blade is strong again, strong enough to win the fight with the help of the Grunt. Unless RNGesus, is he gonna risk it?
It is number 1.
He TP out.
Ring around the gold mine.
He is buying a lot of time here.
Miss again.
For what? He's not creeping in the meantime or anything. Ooh, baby. Are you really gonna be that dangerous? Dude!
Yep.
What? Why? Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck, but he can
no way!
But he can reveal him. Peon needs to go to the lab. If there was no lab here, this would be the best move ever.
Yeah, nighttime just started. That would be cool. But at least he gets some time back. But that was level 2 on the Blade Master. And yeah, level 2 Demon Hunter gone for quite a long time. And the Archer kill. Fly salvaging this threat by the Demon Hunter so well. And it was a tavern rebuy. So expensive.
That is also cuts into his lumber heavily. He can't rush tier 3 and double wind now. Don't know how I feel about that. He could have just solo crept this with a Beastmaster and revived the Demon Hunter, you know, normally.
He wants past level 3.
Yeah, I understand, but I think he also wants master training. He's going to tier 3 now. And he at least gets 1 wind up. The second one is going to be coming somewhat soon. And it's going for more creeps here. He didn't let him die on purpose, right? Yeah, especially if he rebuys him, he definitely didn't let him die on purpose.
Didn't expect the damage roll to be that high, I guess. Life showing some nerves here, maybe. But there's not too much pressure on him. I mean, it's about money, but they are qualified.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, and the blade now. Going for the Renegades. So many good items here, and the help of the Berserkers as well, who are very strong in this matchup also. What's it gonna be, Neo?
Ah, too late, sorry. Flute again. Last game it didn't help too much, as Life won this, forcing this 5th game. Creep Jack, maybe? Oh no, doesn't want to get into this. Level 2 for the Beastmaster very quickly. And Cloak of Shadows again. Best one. But he was lucky early on, so he won't complain about that. Ensnare is ready, and the Walkers are coming. Close to level 3 on the Demon Hunter. How about the Orc? Not level 3 Blade, so he has to share the experience from the shop with the TC. Not what you really want, I guess.
Did he lose a grunt at some point? No, right? No. He only has a single grunt. And again, the Walker gets stuck. Are you serious, man? This has happened so much today. But he can hack the wave free pretty quickly. But yeah, he only went for one single grunt. That's kind of greedy. You're fairly weak in the early game. But of course in the late game it's good, because then they're bad. Oh, Zapper time. Speed scroll Zapper, bro. It's ready. Oh, the Demon Hunter is right next to it. But what can you do against the speed scroll? Can you cyclone him? Can you do something? Can you do anything?
There's no
Where's
master.
he going? And there he goes. Oh, but the repair! One isn't enough.
Gets with 2 Wisps and this Moonwell. Even better than he thought it would be. And a Talon as well. Wow, 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 wow. No, can't dive in.
Why didn't he ensnare? What?
Ensnare was ready, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he thought, alright, the speed scroll Zapper was dirty enough, I'm gonna leave you alone now.
But you see how serious they take this. I mean, we saw so many great games that there's no option that they fool around here, even though there's not much money on the line. But if Fly uses a Zapper, we know it from Focus a lot, but Fly Zapper moves, very, very, very rare.
Yeah, it's about the honor maybe. Demon though did get level 3. That's important. He lost 2 Moonwells and 2 Wisps, but now so late into the game, Lumber isn't really that important anymore. And it was 300 gold that the Orc had to use with a Zapper plus the Scroll of Speed. Of course, he also keeps the Night Elf pinned down at 30 supply, which is the more important thing. Now finally he can produce again. But by now, the Orc already got the access to the next Berserker and the next big item. Again, though, not the greatest.
Yeah, Fly, pretty unlucky here so far. Tomb of Intelligence, but yeah, it's nice. 30 more mana and good amount of HP as well. But, you know, Hero Focus not really a thing, I guess. Consumable time for the Night Elf. Big healing, big invul would be nice. Invul, it's definitely cool. Blade Master gets invul and heal scroll at the shop. TC, no mana potion, but he has 2 waves. Does he have pillage yet? Nope.
Not that many talents. Remember, he was supply stuck for a long time, and he actually kills one of the few that there are with the level 1 shockwave.
13 supply advantage. And the Moon Juice situation, not that great. It's daytime, so it's not regenerating. Good position by Fly here so far. Gets rid of the Engine of War, otherwise he would have backstepped him.
And now the peons come from the base. Enough lumber has been harvested. And he's gonna steal the next scroll of healing as well. Again, the Orc getting all the items. And the Night Elf doesn't get what he needs online. He has a greater invul though, that is amazing. On the Demon Hunter. But, well, that being said, Beastmaster also close to 3. This game of course isn't over yet.
And Fly is not making the same mistake as on AI, where he broke upkeep a little too late and Life was already pushing. This time it's way earlier, and of course that results from those double Moonwell kills that he got before, where Life was supply stuck, and now he's expanding his advantage even further. if you're ahead, improve that advantage even further. It's very wise.
How to butcher a quote, man.
Yeah, I know.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Quilby's gathering some intel, and once again he's shaving off those raiders to be harassing, to be delaying, and he's creeping with the rest of the army, which is strong enough with TC, Blade Master, and all this magic and piercing damage against a lot of heavy armor that we have on AZ. Alright, now Life perhaps looking for the aggression. If he goes for creeping this naturally here, he's gonna get creep jacked so hard. And yeah, you can see it right here. This is like wide open area all the way through. The entire camera at times has no obstructions.
Yeah.
And that is very bad for Night Elf.
Yeah, basically the same as Twisted at points. Blade Master close to 4, TC close to 3. Not too much left to creep though. Needs to get some kills, but he's at 61 supply. This time, still no pillage. I wonder why not. But can the Night Elf flank here? Doesn't really want to hide behind his buildings.
They're lining up nicely for the shockwave.
Waiting for
not throwing it yet. Not revealing the real one. There we go. Only level 1, however, the Tinker in the front lines in trouble as well. Level 4 for the Blade Master, popping the invul. Beast mode enabled, but not enough ensnares to lock him down. Next shockwave coming in nicely, but the Tinker will survive this, or will he? More and more ensnares, and the third hero will fall. Only level 1 will come back somewhat soon. Now, the Ancients are helping in this defense, and Fly will reposition.
Yeah, no shockwaves anymore. He does have 3 heal scrolls remaining, so he can stay in that fight forever as long as there's Spirit Link on. But he doesn't want that. He wants to go to the shop again, steal those invul potions again, dispels the Qualifier, and Blade Master gets what he so desires. Oh, there we go.
3 scrolls of healing now.
And Life is supply stuck again. Life is supply stuck again. Can't catch up, and Fly has the 24 supply lead.
Yeah, and he's gonna get the next larger camp here. May even want to think about an expansion. Has the resources for it pretty much. Dropping somewhat low here on health though. Gonna have to go towards the main and heal up with the salves. Is this the one opening that Life could find? With these units being bruised, but remember, 3 heal scrolls.
And an invul and a big healing on the Blade Master. Of course he wanted something else, but this is what he has to go for now. So many raiders. This is exactly the position that we mentioned before. First Talon down and second Talon down. Heal scroll saves this raider. Well done. Invul potion on the Demon Hunter, but he realizes, okay, that is not a fight I can take at all. So he TP's out. With
I think the trade was 1 grunt for 3 talons.
Plus TP.
Yeah.
Again, and an invul.
Fly is getting perfect trades all the time. And now more berserkers, and the expansion is coming. Oh, man, we've seen a lot of difficult positions today and in this series, but this is one of the most difficult we've seen so far.
Yeah, if Life comes back from this, that would be like you need a trophy for that. But it's Talons, it's Cyclone, it's Night Elf, everything's possible, I guess. 4,200 gold remaining in the gold mine. How does he want to keep the expansion going? It takes forever, of course. But he's not even close to being in a position to walk over. Sending summons, Tinker staff stuff again, maybe? But it's pretty late for a staff.
I don't know, man. I don't know what he's supposed to do. He needs a couple miracles here to get back. Is he just gonna go for the Tree of Eternity? No.
Shop first.
7 raiders. That is so much damage. Shop Moonwell down in a matter of seconds.
Still no pillage though. Pocket Factory summoned. Can he lure him into a better position there? He wants to protect the Pocket Factory, not use it as a meat shield. Shockwave number 1 coming in. Not too great, I guess. Double invul again. Oh no, actually 1 invul. Trying to go for the Beastmaster as the Pocket Factory falls down.
And these Talons struggling to stay alive, but this is so much orc stuff, man. Jesus Christ, the Raiders, they're on the warpath, going towards the back lines and looking for the Talons. Even without the end snares, they seem to be finding these kills, more and more end snares raining everywhere. Towards heroes, towards Talons, all the same. Beastmaster in trouble, but for the time being is standing somewhat strong here. With the Tinker once again being focus fired. And at least the heroes are being kept alive here by life. And no more scrolls of healing for the orc. This is actually going to be the comeback. This would be crazy. Tinker and Snare on him again. Not that many walkers left. Not much mana on these walkers either. Oh my god, if he actually makes this happen. Everything's starting to dip low for the orc. Everything's going red. He's finding more and more kills. He's getting more and more experience as well. The Tinker died somewhere. Sorry, didn't see that. Only level 1 hero though.
That took forever to kill that Tinker. So much Cyclone being used on the Blade Master to prevent him from killing that. And the Pocket Factory was deployed in the end, so he defends this push by Fly. This is absolutely phenomenal for life. And I think Fly lost all but one Berserker. Oh no, he saved them! He saved them all, actually!
Okay, still has 3. He lost a lot of walkers, but the Berserkers, they got away.
Wow. He needs healing ASAP though, but in the meantime, the expo finished. He didn't start Peon production though, and he scouts it now.
Does Life have the balls though to pressure now? No TP, no invul, no heal scroll. Tinker's dead as well.
You can harass a bit. There's more peons coming, of course you don't need the lumber anymore. Close to level 5 Blade Master, and he taps out and Fly wins this. As he sees the expansion is up, he can't do anything against this anymore, and Fly is the winner of GCS Asian Qualifier #1.
Man, what a hype ending we had to our qualifier. But yeah, that's it. Fly in first place takes home the prize money. He, Life, Focus, and TH have qualified from the first qualifier. We're going to have more of the qualifiers in the next coming weeks. So these 4 players plus Infi and 120 are now qualified for GCS Fall.
Exactly. So what? Oh no. OBS has crashed. I don't know if I'm still live or not. But we will be back with GCS for sure. With Jera Cup, so stream will restart in a bit. And then, yeah, we'll talk about the qualifier a bit more, I guess. So, thanks OBS, but we'll be right back.